Drop a like and do share. Leave your comments and do not forget to subscribe for more videos.
Hello everyone, welcome to Edupedia World Videos and welcome to the introductory session of Service Strategy in ITIL. In this session, we'll discuss more about service strategy. First of all, we'll check with the definition and we'll try to understand that what is the main scope of service strategy. Service strategy, this is the center and origin point of the ITIL service life cycle. We have already studied that we have 5 phases in the ITIL. We have 5 core books and we follow the life cycle approach in ITIL. So this is the very first book, or this is the very first stage in the life cycle service strategy where the strategies generate. So in this first phase, the service strategy, this is the center or the origin point of the ITIL life cycle. It provides the guidance on clarification and prioritization of service provider investment in service. It means it gives a clarification to the service provider that how you can invest in providing the service to your customers. More generally, service strategy, it focuses on helping IT organization to improve and develop a long-term relationship with the users. Actually, it helps in creating the strategy for providing these services. Very simple. I'll show you one diagram that gives you an idea about the service strategy. Now, this is the diagram that would make you understand about the different books we have in the ITIL. We have 5 books: service strategy, then service design, service transition, service operation, and continual service improvement. In this video, we'll only discuss about the service strategy and the submodules. I'll give you the introduction about service strategy and the details would be covered in the next session or in the next videos. So we'll solely discuss the service strategy in this video, in this session. Alright, so proceeding further, we'll discuss about the service strategy objective. The main objective of service strategy is to meet the customer need. We need to understand the market, we need to understand the customer and their needs. So the main objective is, first of all, understand your customer requirement. The second one is identify the value. We need to understand that how do we create the value for the user or for the customer. Yeah. Then third point is identify the services and the target customer. Now, it is possible that a organization or a service provider can provide multiple services, but we need to find out the target customer also, that who would be the target customer and which service he want. We may provide 10 services, but we are targeting for the user, we are targeting for the customer who may require any one service or maybe multiple services from the services which we are offering. So the objective of the service strategy is to identify the service and the customer also. Then the main objective is resolve the conflict demands. It may happen that the customer would demand like certain unrealistic things also, or maybe very demanding as well. So you need to provide certain alternatives. By providing the alternatives or different methods, these conflict can be resolved. So the main objective of service strategy is meet the customer need, identify the value, identify the service as well as the target customer, and resolve the conflict. These are the main objective of the service strategy. Now proceeding further, discussing about the service strategy scope. The scope is, first of all, we need to define the market, the internal market and the external as well. The meaning of internal and external here is, it would be like to some global extent as well. Inside the organization, you have some internal customers, so you might be fulfilling their needs also, and globally means outside your organization, you might be offering some other service to a different organization as well. So you need to define your market, your scope first, that where you are selling this particular service. After that, you need to define the offering. It means the same thing. You may offer a lot many services, but you need to define to a particular customer that after finding the target customer, then we can provide the offerings, that we can offer these things to you. So, defining the offerings. The next is defining the service asset. It means defining the service asset means you are defining your own asset. Now you understood the market, that what is the requirement. You understood the customer need also. You understood the offerings also, that we can define these particular service. Now you need to check that whether you have the proper assets to deliver those services or not. The assets might be the soft assets also, means the skills and the capabilities, everything, and it may be the hardware assets as well. So you are defining the services. So this is the scope of the service strategy. Define the market, define the offering, and define the assets. Alright, so in this slide we'll discuss about service strategy 4 P's. This is a very important concept. We'll discuss about the perspective, position, plan, and pattern. These are the 4 P's of the service strategy. So first we'll discuss about the perspective. Perspective is about the vision of the organization. How vision you can understand that for the future also, what would be your target customers and how do you want to expand yourself. So that is only about the vision of the service provider. The second important point is the position. Position means that what is the position of the service provider in the market. It means that what are the specialization that particular service provider has, and after that, like what is the availability of the services that the provider is providing. Then for the costing is also one of the main factor, that at what cost the provider is providing these services. Now the third point would be the utility and warranty. It means that what kind of warranty the provider is providing with the product. And if we talk about the utility, that how good the product is. I want to explain this concept about the utility and warranty. I'll take an example of the Hutch and Idea. The Hutch, the Vodafone that we are using nowadays. All of us have seen the ad for the Hutch wherever you go, that will follow you. It means they are talking about the warranty. It ensures you about the service, that always you will get the service. It means they are giving a warranty, that wherever you go, the network will follow you. So that is the idea about warranty. And if we talk about the utility, the idea has given a different concept in the ad, that it's explaining the feature that you can use the internet, you have get another idea, that it means it's talking about the utility, how you can utilize that particular thing. It's not talking about the warranty, it's talking about utility, that what are the benefits you can get from it. So this is a concept about utility and warranty, and this comes in under this position P. It means that we are talking about a service provider position in the market and how it would be defined, how specialized the provider is, in which cost it's providing the services, and what is the utility and warranty the service provider is providing. So the position means there are certain sub-factors in the position P, that how the position of a provider would be defined in the market. Okay, the next point is the plan. It means how the organization will offer high value or low cost service. Means the service provider needs to plan the service in a way that you are providing the services in a low cost, but the value has to be high. Then the next P is pattern. It means that how that would act in a different situation. It means that if there is a little bit, the position is not same in that particular pattern, how the service provider will provide the service. Now we'll discuss about the service strategy principles. There are two main principles of service strategy, that is value creation and service asset. Again, value creation, how do we do the value creation? Is with the help of the utility and warranty. It means Utility means what customer gets, and warranty is how it is delivered to the user. So we want to create value to the user or to the customer if we provide the correct warranty. And utility means the service that we are providing is fit for the customer. Then it means the customer is happy and satisfied. So we are creating value to the customer with the help of the utility and warranty. And about the service asset, it's about resources and capabilities. The resources we have, even if the hardware resources or the software resources, that will help us to create the value. These are service assets. And the capabilities, it means the people who are acquiring these skills, the organization that has acquired these skills, that can use the resources to deliver the value or to produce the value for the customer. So these are two important things, two important principles of service strategy, that is value creation with the help of the utility and warranty, and the service assets with the help of the resources and capabilities. Now we'll discuss more about warranty and utility. I'll give you some more examples so that it would feed in your mind that if we are talking about warranty, then what actually we are talking about. Warranty can be measured in terms of the level of availability. Availability means the service is available. Again, the example of the Hajj. How the network is available to you. They have advertised in the ad that wherever you go, the network will follow you. It means they are assuring about the availability. Means if the provider is giving you warranty, they are assuring you some level of availability also, that how available your service would be. Then capacity, that is about the performance. Capacity means that how well it can perform or behave. If we take some example of the server, maybe some application is hosted on it. So if there are many users logging onto the server, then in that environment, how good that can perform. That would be a kind of example of the capacity. It means when we are increasing the capacity, when we are increasing the load, then till how far the service can be extended. Means there is a threshold level of every service. Suppose if we have an application, we can allow that 100 users can log in at the same time. But if more than that happen, then the service may fail. So we are talking about the capacity. What is the capacity of the service that we are offering? What is the performance? Now the next example is continuity. Means the service is not discontinued, it is continued in a disastrous situation, how the service would be continued. Then the next point is security. That we have to provide certain security measures to the service which we are providing so that it won't break in between, and even if that happen, then what is the backup plan we have. So that is covered under security. Then the next is fit for use. However, that is a part of your utility, the fit for use thing, but warranty also includes it, because the product, the service that we are using, that has to be as per our requirement as well. So that's why we have written here fit for use, and we are giving the assurance to the customer that these all things would be provided to you. There is a certain level of availability, the capacity, continuity, backup, and it's also fit for your use also. So these are the things covered under warranty. Then next is, we'll talk about utility. The main idea is feature of the service. We are assuring that this is fit for your purpose. Again, we'll come to that example, the idea ad that we all have seen, where we have seen the feature of the idea network or the idea. They were providing the new ideas in the ad, that you can do this thing also from the internet. If you see the internet on your mobile, you can get a new idea and you can implement this thing. So they are providing you the multiple features. They are focusing on multiple features and giving you the utility of the product. So in short, if we talk about the warranty and availability, then warranty is about the assurance that your product is going to last, it's going to work for like for that many days or hours, or there is an assurance level actually that we will give you this particular thing. And utility is fit for purpose, that what we are giving is 100% of your use. You want this thing only. So that is about utility and warranty. Now next, proceeding further, this is also one important point to understand: TCO, total cost of ownership. This point is very important because it helps in the strategy generation method. It helps you to assess the method, to take the investment decision that where you have to invest. Now what TCO is? TCO is the total cost of ownership. It means the maintenance cost plus the buying charges, the initial cost. Whenever we are giving the service or the product, there are two costs associated with it. One is the initial cost, that is the buying charges, and after that the maintenance cost also is included in it. So with the combination of these two costs, with the TCO, the service provider can take the decision that like what is the cost I am bearing to provide this particular service. So because it give you some idea about the financial management, you can say, the finance that you are putting in. So that's why it help in assess the different methods. You can assess the different method, that how you have to make the investment, and you can take the decision to provide the service in a particular way by choosing any method. These are the service strategy delivery models we have. And based on the TCO, we can take the decision that which model we have to opt. I'll give you a little bit idea about these models. The first model is insourcing resources of the internal organization. Means internally the resource that you have internal, you're using those and you're providing the services. Then outsourcing, it means external to the organization. We are talking about the co-sourcing, it means both internal to the organization and external also, they are working together to deliver the service. Now next we have partnership. It means two or more organizations are working together to deliver the service. Next is the business process outsourcing, BPOs. That is an agreement between two organizations to relocate and manage entire business from low cost location. So that is about the business process organization. The next we have is the application service provision. This is very optional and it happens on demand also. That this is a agreement between the application service provider to provide the shared services over the network. So that actually happen, that is based on the applications only, if we need the service for a particular application. Next we have is the knowledge process outsourcing. This is demand based process plus special skill. It's a combination of, you have some additional demand from the customer that we need this service as well, and which requires certain special skills. Then we opt for the knowledge process outsourcing, this model. So these are the example of certain service strategy delivery models. We are delivering these services, we are making the strategy that which strategy to follow to deliver the values. So these are certain examples by which we can choose. We can take the decision with the help of the TCO, that is the total cost of ownership, how much cost we are bearing, because we want to keep it low also. So next is the service strategy workflow. These are 3 points of the workflow. Define the market, it means understand the customer and find the opportunity to offer the service. Now second is develop the offering. Develop the offering means we'll talk about the service portfolio, pipeline and catalog here. We have a list of the services that we can offer to the customer, but what we'll showcase to a target customer is that we can give you this particular service. Customer might not be interested in looking at all the services that you are offering, he might want to see this is my requirement. So based on my requirement, what services you can offer. So develop offering, it means the service provider has to develop the offering depending on the customer. You may extend your support also. If your customer wants certain additional support, then you can add on. You can show those features to the customer that we are offering this particular service. So the correct word is develop the offering. First of all, define the market, understand the customer requirement, then develop your offering, that what you, based on the customer, what are the service that you can sell, and after that is develop the assets. It means to provide the offering, develop your assets. What are the assets you have, what additional things you require, and how you can produce the value to the customer. So you need to develop the asset for that. So this is a service strategy workflow. So that's it for the session. That was only introduction, that is an insight of the service strategy, that what is the main of the service strategy. But inside the service strategy, we have certain modules like the strategy generation, service portfolio management, financial management, and demand management. We'll discuss about all these terms in the next video, that how these sub modules or these sub chapters, you can say, work in the service strategy. So in a life cycle approach, if we talk about, as our ITIL is a life cycle approach and service strategy is in the core, or that is the starting phase of the life cycle. In this phase, we create the strategy to provide the service to the customer. We find out who's the target customer and we need to sell the service. And there are many things involved inside the service strategy. Then how we create our own strategy, what is the service we can offer, what is the customer want, and how do we make the customer satisfied. So all these things we'll be discussing more in detail in the next video.